all.
Okay, tell us, did you have plans of studying, like furthering your education, either in Ghana or outside?
Okay, so I decided, or I planned on getting my master's degree in Canada this fall. And I got my acceptance letter in April 7th. Yeah, that was April 7th. Yeah, so I was so excited, but I'm still here. As you can see, I didn't make it.
Oh, what happened?
Okay, so my program is a collaborative program. It's organized by 3 universities: UPI in Canada, um, University Rey Juan Carlos in Spain, and then Strasbourg University in France. So it's more like a collaborative program with 3 universities.
Yeah.
That's what the program is about. My program is global affairs. So I was so excited because it was going to be a very interesting program.
Yeah.
It's approximately a 2-year program. So we'll do part of the program in Canada, where that's where we're going to start, and then continue in Madrid, Spain, and then finish in France. You can imagine, that was so exciting, right? So
Yes.
I just couldn't wait. I was so
You
excited
were
when
going
I
to
got my
travel across the globe,
it
like.
was so amazing, like Jesus. I was like, okay. And the most exciting part of it is that UPI, they have a low acceptance rate. So when I got in, I didn't expect to get the admission, but when I did, I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And then Corona happened, and they were asking me to make a choice on how I want to study the program. So I was offered 2 choices. And the first one was, they said, if the MGA, which is Master in Global Affairs, if MGA is offered online for the fall semester and face-to-face in Madrid in the winter semester, would you enroll in the program? And number 2, if MGA is offered online for fall semester and also online in Madrid in the winter semester, would you enroll in the program? So I was like, okay, I think that would be cool. I can start first semester here
That's
in
the first
Ghana.
option.
Yeah, and then just, subsequently, if things get better, I can just continue over there. So I replied to it. Number 1, I said yes to number 1 and no to number 2. I waited, and then later on, I got the second email. Now they said, due to health concerns and the current limits on international travel, the University of Prince Edward Island and University Rey Juan Carlos have made a difficult decision to defer intake of students into the joint Master of Global Affairs program for the 2020-2021 academic year.
What does that mean?
So what that meant was that the school made a decision to defer the program for this academic year. They deferred it completely. Like they changed their mind from starting online and then continuing later to like, okay, for this whole academic year, we're going to suspend the program.
Oh.
So that's what happened.
Okay, as for me, I started my process with HSC, Higher School of Economics, at Russia last I think 2018. But I had some problem with my process, so I wasn't able to complete the process last year.
Okay.
So I continued this year. Yeah, and Corona too happened, so we had to do our lectures online. And you can testify that it's very stressful, Salon. It's not easy.
How stressful
and
is it?
sometimes and
continue.
sometimes our network and our network connectivity wouldn't be strong enough, and sometimes too when the lecturers are speaking, you will not hear the exact word that they are saying or the explanation that they are giving. And also in Ghana here, the data packages are very, very expensive.
Yeah.
For data, even so far as if your network is not that strong. So it's a very, very
Even right now, your network
thing
is not
for us to
strong.
do, especially yes, yes. Another problem. I have been experiencing this problem, especially even like yesterday during our lectures. My network were breaking, so I couldn't contribute to the seminar.
Mhm.
I couldn't contribute to the seminar. If I speak, nobody hear it clearly. So it was a very, very stressful experience for me. But we'll see, we'll see how it goes.
So, are you going to complete your course online, or you have plans of leaving Ghana when things work out well?
Yeah, if things work out, I will have to leave Ghana to Russia. Yeah,
So when are you looking
because
at
the
that?
online thing is not easy. We don't know, because it can be possible that we can complete our first semester this for this academic year online, because by the way things are going, we are not that sure about how it will happen. So right now we are just having lectures online, doing group discussions online, and that stuff.
Okay. So what if it happens that there's a second wave of COVID-19 and then you have to do the entire course online? Are you going to stick to it?
That's a very, very huge question, because I don't even know how to answer it, but at least I'll try.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try. If not, yeah.
So I think Gabriela has made a very interesting submission, especially on how teaching and learning is currently ongoing amidst the coronavirus. So I would want to just take you on a journey back to when I started application. Sorry, when I had my interview, because if it's application process, I think our first speaker has already spoken about the process.
So can you please tell us where you are schooling currently?
So coincidentally, I'm in the same school as Gabriela, Higher School of Economics, Moscow.
Okay.
I'm studying Master of Arts, Political Analysis and Public Policy. I think my interview happened on April 14th, if my memory serves me right. Yeah, so I think at the time we were on lockdown. Then I got selected into the program as a full scholarship student, which came with a lot of excitement, but with mixed feelings at the same time, given what was happening. I mean, COVID was still
an issue
rising, and we didn't know what the future would bring and all that. But then it was an opportunity, so I had to still flow with it. So you have to make sure all your documents are translated. And the most frustrating aspect of the process was accepting my offer. You know, I realized that it wasn't easy for me. I tried uploading my documents in the English format, and it still wouldn't give me access. You would either have to translate it with the bureau, or you would have to go through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and then the notary process. Then you go to Ministry of Foreign Affairs, you get your attestation letter, you know, and then just go and translate everything at once. But in my situation, because it was lockdown, Ministry of Foreign Affairs wasn't working, and even with the Supreme Court where I was doing the notarization, it wasn't easy. Some of the people were not at work
available
most of the time, so it was frustrating, and there was a timeline for me to actually accept offer, and so you can imagine the frustration I had to go through.
True.
Yeah, so I had to take the former. I just went ahead with the translation of documents and then just uploaded and accepted offer. So it means I had to redo the process again.
That you spent
Eventually
money.
when Ministry of Foreign Affairs, yeah, very obviously, and it's expensive. I'm sure Gabriela has shared experience when it comes to cost.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I mean, I had to go through that frustrating process of redoing the process again, going to Supreme Court and then the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to do the attestation. Yeah,
So have you started
yeah, and
lectures now?
oh yes, yes.
How is it going?
It's 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 not easy, I must say. Uh, we are just 14 people in my class who are joining classes online. So a class of a total of 40 students, and just 14 of us haven't yet arrived in Moscow. And
That
so
means the rest are already in Moscow.
the rest are already in Moscow, and so there are some lectures that you would have the lecturers in class with such students, and then with us being projected on a larger screen to give us that classroom
Feeling,
experience,
yeah.
which is not still real. I mean, it's taking a toll not just on us, but I feel it's extra tax on the lecturers and their teaching assistants as well. We are
So
all
it's kind
feeling
of, they have divided attention. Do you feel that?
yeah, we are all feeling the burden. I mean, it's a shared burden on our parts. We would have to deal with buying data. At the same time, we would have to deal with, some are combining their works with, the online tuition.
Yeah.
So you can imagine that experience one has to go through, having to respond to your boss's tasks and at the same time attending to your lecturer's assignments, and I must also put it before you that like most of us from the global south, I mean, I don't just want to speak for Africa, but there are some Asian students who are also enrolled into the program, and our experiences are the same. Even with a full scholarship, you still have to make sure you have some amount of money for living expenses and all that. So it means that staying in your home country to join the online tuition or to have online tuition, you would still end up spending some accumulated funds that
Yes,
you
that's true.
originally intended to, spend in Russia. And comparing Ghana to Russia, our city seems to be stronger than their currency. So at this moment in time, it would have been more comfortable spending that money in Russia. So now you would have to spend that money in your country again. So eventually you have to go back, through the cycle of raising
Saving.
funds and making sure you have a certain cap that can sustain you eventually when you get to Russia, And so it becomes a challenge for some of us who have to resign from our jobs, to be able to give our master's tuition the needed concentration.
Have you resigned already?
It's tough. Oh yes, I did that on the 30th of September 2020. Yeah, I mean, it's sad and it's just full of mixed feelings. I don't know, but 2020 is just a year of mixed feelings, even when you have an opportunity at hand.
Yeah, I agree.
So many constraints,
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I think that 2020 came with a lot of opportunities.
but I
Do
mean,
you agree with me, right? Because I've
opportunities.
had a lot of opportunities
Yeah,
coming my way, juicy ones, and then COVID says you can't.
I think. Yeah, and I've seen you enjoying some of these opportunities. I mean,
See,
yeah.
don't go there.
Good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
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 Yeah,
Good morning.
yeah. So, like Miss Elom have said already, I am Nelson. I actually I developed the interest to study abroad 2 years ago. Um, I applied last year, which was 2019, to one school in China. The name is University of Electronic Science. I applied to read public administration management, which I didn't prepare well to submit the documents because later on I was told that my referees were not qualified, but it was late. The applications were already closed, so I was denied admission.
Admission.
So this year, 2020, yes, this year, early January, I started preparations to apply again. This time around, I didn't go to the last school I went last year. I went to Beijing Normal University in China.
Okay, yeah.
So I applied for economics. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Very good. So I applied for world economics, which is almost like international economics. Fortunately, I was admitted. When I was making the application, I applied for the Chinese government scholarship. So I was fortunate. I've got the full scholarship with admission to study
Oh, that's
my
nice.
preferred
Congratulations.
choice of program. Thank you. Yeah, so I had the admission letter somewhere July 27th, and so I kept asking us whether we'll be able to come, looking at the lockdown of almost every international airport was closed and how we were going. And we kept communicating, kept replying to my mails. I do also send. So by August, middle of August, we were sent information to register and start enroll for the first semester, which would have been online. We're all excited and we logged into the system, did the registration, and we started classes. Even as at the 5th of September, we actually started online classes.
Okay.
We started, yeah, and I had a serious challenge with terms of the network. If you can testify that even with this hour here, I struggled before I could get in touch. Yeah. So, and China is 8 hours ahead of us here in Ghana. So mostly I have to wake up midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, to at the morning, and combine it with work was very serious. Sometimes I have to get to the office and I'm dozing off. Tell that I try to be strong.
Oh.
So I thought of it and I asked people like what I should do. Should I resign and continue the program, or I should defer the program? That was the option I gave when I seek counsel from anybody. Majority of the people advise that, well, where we have found ourselves, getting a job is difficult. I've got a job. If this program is not making me deliver my best at work, then I should defer the program and get more serious with work. I either enroll in the university in Ghana here to do the masters, or next year I just resign and move. Hopefully, by then Corona would have subsided and at least things will be more easier and flexible like the normal before. So I thought about it and I prayed, and finally I landed that I have to defer the program. So I deferred. I wrote to them, told them that I cannot enroll because I continue the program because of the challenges I am facing. So for now, I have gone in for Cape Coast. I've gone to buy their phones already, and I will enroll in Ghana to do my masters. I will no more go to Ghana, which was one of my dreams. But so it's not late. Maybe there's more future for us. Yeah.
But why
That's my
didn't
side
you
of the story.
take study leave and then just concentrate on your education?
Well, I tried that. I gave them the option that okay, I will go for study leave with that pay. That was even what I suggested. But I knew that it wouldn't be possible for me to secure the study leave with pay. So I said, honestly, no. For now, that option is not there. So unless after 5 years, that means that one must work with them for 5 years before you are qualified for that
Study leave.
package.
So you had
Yes.
to choose between your education and then your job, right?
I'm not sure I've lost the education. The only thing I've lost is my international exposure I would have gotten, then the scholarship that would have taken care of my educational costs. You get it?
Yeah.
But for the education, I've enrolled in Cape Coast. I've gone for their MBA program. Yes. So in this case, I would not have to pay. But in the latter, I was supposed to, in the former rather, I was supposed to enjoy a free package of. Yes.
Okay.
So Corona has come in with a lot of mixed feelings, like one of our brother earlier ones stated.
Mm-hmm. It's rather unfortunate that you had to give up on your study abroad dreams because of this coronavirus situation. Well,
yeah, actually, if not for Corona, I was more determined to leave, but because of the nature of the classes, the online classes, and the timing is such that it has made things very difficult. And my connection, the internet is another thing. I tried Vodafone, I tried MTN, and like it was hell. I was just struggling. You will enjoy the online class before you realize it breaks, and when it breaks, you have to reconnect.
Which part of Ghana are you?
That kind of thing.
Like, where are you in Ghana?
I'm in Tema.
Just Tema here, and you have internet issues?
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Very serious. Sometimes I have to go to a friend, maybe in the night, because of class, and I was like, oh, all these things were just giving me too much problems. The inconveniencing I give to him, the night, I just don't know.
That's true. Okay.
I have to maybe hopefully next year Corona would have subsided. At least we are all praying that, because yes, at least, and we can all pursue our dreams. Yeah.
Hopefully.
So somebody said Corona came, and for them, people have got opportunities, and Corona came, and others have lost opportunities.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So yes, I'm sure the majority of the people have lost opportunities, but they still got it. But then in every misfortune is a blessing.
That's also true. Are you applying to study next year, or you still hold on to that course?
No. Okay. So what happened after the deferral letter was that the final email I got from them said that they needed my permission to share my documents and file with University Rey Juan Carlos, the one in Spain, and that in November they were encouraging me to hold on for next year.
Yeah.
So I can get in. I mean, yeah, that's what I want to do. I think I don't want to do any other program except this one. This is like my all-time favorite program, and I'm not willing to do any other program. I really want to do this program. I desperately want to do this program, so I'm not applying anything again. And like they said, they still have my documents and files and everything. So when the program resumes, probably next year, then we can go back, and then we can go back to school, if I should say that.
So what if it doesn't happen?
On that, I never thought of. But that would mean I'm just taking my chances, because that would mean that we have like a full year to get a vaccine and return things to normal, right? So I'm just putting my money on that. I'm just betting on that. So by 2021, next year, would have been vaccinated or something. I'm just confident that that's what's going to happen. So we can go back to school and then, do what we want to do.
Okay. So after 2021,
that's what I want.
Okay.
I'm just.
You still want to hold on to that?
Okay. I know you want to know my backup plan. Okay, so I'm not in a hurry to get the master. Honestly, I have plans to just finish the program by 2022 and then move on with my life with something else and all that. Like exactly.
Why are you bringing marriage into the picture? Why are you bringing marriage up?
Oh, it's one of plans. Like you want to
it's
do
very
this.
Important. I think it's a very important thing.
Yeah, it's important, but not everyone wants to marry.
Oh yes, but so I didn't say I'm not telling him to marry. I asked if marriage was part of the plan. Like
no, but
2021 I should marry, 2022 I should have a baby. Yeah, I should be.
Just by the
Yeah.
So of course I'm going to hold on for 2021, and then maybe go on with the City Hall offer.
Okay.
And then see what happens. So, like I said, I'm just gambling, just taking chances. I'm looking at a program that I really want to study that will actually translate to my career.
Yeah, that's very important.
Even though it's taking some time because of Corona and everything, but I'm just sure that it's going to get better.
Hello. Yeah. Yes. Why are you still in Ghana when you are supposed to be in Russia? Even though the travel restrictions in Ghana have been lifted, like the travel ban has been lifted, and I think Russia has.
We are waiting for an invitation letter from the school, and we contacted. I contacted the program manager, and she was like, the foreign minister in Russia has to confirm with I don't know, foreign embassy, like the Russian embassy in Ghana, that they can continue with the work in terms of the border being opened. So it will be like an agreement between Ghana and Russia in terms of the international flights. So we are rather waiting for that agreement between the two countries in order for invitation letters to come to go for the visa and then travel to Russia for it.
So for now, as I stated earlier on, the focus is to give the best I can to what I've already signed up for. Others have been able to go through law schools online. So I believe it's just one of those challenges thrown at us. So I just have to give it my maximum input while I remain positive, hoping that in the near future, the needed or necessary negotiations would have been undertaken between the Russian embassy here in Ghana and their Ministry of Foreign Affairs to pave way for Ghana to travel, given the significant reduction in COVID cases in Ghana. Yeah, while waiting, I think it's just another opportunity to just take time and prepare, park, and then also put one or two things in place at home. Whichever way you want to see it, it's a blessing in disguise. if even though
try convincing your Ghana girlfriend to keep waiting for you while you are away.
Point of correction: my hands are lifted up. I'm on screen. I don't have a girlfriend in Ghana. Neither do I have any abroad. I am single. All right. I would encourage Dave to, so not just Dave, but any other person in Dave's situation. I mean, from the narrative he gave, I think his program is 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 a very nice one. I personally would have loved to see him go through this year, but I would want to encourage him and any other person to also take the opportunity to uh, look out for other similar opportunities. For instance, the Schwarzman Scholarship is one prestigious scholarship that Dave might want to start looking into. It's one program that if you do,
Which country?
it will definitely, yeah, it's in China, but it's a global scholarship that would give him similar opportunities that his intended school or school in Canada would have offered him. For myself and Gabriela, I think our hands are still closed in prayer,
Yes.
hoping that Russia would open its borders to us so that we can actually get to Russia and then continue our studies offline.
How
But
many
until
years
then,
has your course, like
oh
your
yeah,
program?
it's 2 years.
Okay, so
So
let's talk about the Ghana, the network issues in Ghana. How are we going to deal with
with the network issues, there are issues that myself and you have have grown to come and meet. There are issues that have already been in existence. People who have taken online tuition for their master's programs or undergrad programs with schools abroad have the same testimony, to give. But I think what we can do to help ourselves is to know, one, our location and which network works best and faster.
Yeah, but you know that there are
I
some
am very
locations.
fortunate.
There are some locations. No matter the network you are on, you still don't get a stable or a good
Then,
connection.
Yeah.
and even in such locations, there are some points or some areas where you can gain some level of internet stability. So I believe it's another challenge where we have to make our research on the grounds to know exactly where we can position ourselves for studies and all that. But as I stated, the general thing to do is to just know your location. Even in Accra, there are some areas that Airtel Tigo doesn't work faster.
Exactly. Yeah.
Once you are signed up, you have no option. You have to find a way.
Yeah.
So that's the way forward for me.
Okay, Dave, do you have anything to say about the internet issue?
Okay, personally, I have a lot of problem with the internet here where I live now. That's why I actually told them that I added when I replied to that option. I mean, when they were asking how I would like to get into the program, I mean, take the course, I added that there's a lot of internet problems here, and doing 2 semesters online would be hectic. Like, it would be like a big deal. Like, I wouldn't really be able to do it effectively. Yeah. So well, I don't know. Some people want to get their degrees as early as possible, so
Yeah.
maybe they can move on to something else. Some also need a degree to apply to certain things, so you do things with them and all that. But for me, I'm not that much in a hurry, so I can wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can wait. If it's a full scholarship program where you're not paying a dime to take an online course, then that's cool. But in my situation, it's a partial scholarship, so I'll still be paying some amount of money as tuition. So why would I want to sit in my bedroom and then take a course that expensive? I mean, I won't do that. I don't know about other people. I will not do that.
That's
No,
true.
you have to be, I want to be on campus and have access to all this campus facilities and the experience and everything. That's what I want. I don't want to sit in my bedroom and read a program and then get my certificate emailed to me. I mean, no.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. Nelson, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I have something. You see, with regards to the online classes, see, our major problem is the internet connection. Okay, I know people who are into these online programs, just like my brother was saying that he would not want to sit in his bedroom to acquire his certificate. You see, some of the online programs, I said that they send you the materials. Okay, they send you the materials. You have a portal. They'll send to everybody. You download it and you read it. You see, that's different. In my case, I get what I'm saying.
Yes.
They have seen that we should log in. If we even complain about the time differences, Ghana, when you are there 8 o'clock in the morning, I am Ghana here. We are somewhere 1 a.m. or 12 a.m. the night. See, yes. So we complained that I wasn't alone. I was with other and basically African countries. We're many. It was just one lecturer who said, "Okay, fine." After everything, he would send us the course material. But some of them say, "No, we have to be part because classroom participating is equally important, and it attracts marks. You get a portion of the marks for the course." So it was very difficult. In the internet connecting here, it is not my fault that I cannot maybe log in or I cannot access the class as at the time you are enrolling. It should be my fault. My course. So if I do not participate, I lose the marks. Meaning I'm going to get a poor grade, which I would never have gotten it if I was to be in a classroom.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Our network providers have to up their game.
Okay.
They should do a lot of research. Yes, do a lot of research and help us because where the well is getting to, I think majority of
everything is
assignments are going to be
evolving.
online.
So, yeah.
Yes. So at least they don't have to just sit down and do what they were doing in 1990 or in 2020. We are getting to another century. We should move away from this way, at least because at this moment where we still struggle, just look. I mean, Tema is part of our
yes,
class. Okay?
Tema, just Tema.
Look at them. I'm struggling to talk. Even on my video now, my network goes off.
That's true. That's it.
You understand? So assuming I'm not going to enroll in the program, where in the midnight, where even though no majority of people are awake using the internet, and I still have these challenges, am I going to continue?
That's true.
If not for COVID, I would have gone. If not for COVID, would have been on campus long ago, and it would have been more easier, more flexible to handle the program. You see, my brother is saying that he has resigned and he's waiting. Yes, he has made an own decision. It was a choice between for myself to make either to resign and concentrate, or I defer the program, which I also chose the other option where I have to defer. So it's an choice that he has made. We just hope that by the end of this year, things get normal and they can go to start schooling.
I'll just like to encourage whoever will be watching this video to just apply to whatever school they want to apply to, whatever school they want to, just do it. I mean, there's one thing that sometimes you feel like, am I going to get in? You keep asking these questions. I'm not, like with a very low self-esteem.
Yeah.
But then you apply and you get in and you're surprised. So just do it. There's no harm in trying. I just want people to just feel that they can do whatever they want to do. Except that you should follow all the instructions that is required for the application. Yeah. If they require you to get a GRE test score, if they require for TOEFL, IELTS, whatever it is, just do it and then apply.
They should also prepare mentally because it's not easy. If you don't make up your mind that this is what you want, it will be difficult for you to choose between two things or many other options. And for the document side, you have to prepare your documents well in terms of your degree certificate or diploma certificate, lectures, this thing, the transcripts and
Okay, yeah.
Referees.
yeah, and the recommendation letter from your lecturers from your previous university or maybe tertiary school too. Is and some schools too, before they admit you, they will have an interview with you, asking you questions with the academic supervisor. That one too is part, so they should prepare fully.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. I think to add to what David and then Gabriela has just mentioned, she mentioned mental preparedness. David spoke about following instructions. I would want to also encourage that this is the moment you have to, if you've already written your statement of purpose, motivation letter, you may want to have people do the review again for you. I mean, probably this time around you could get it more better than you were going to submit in your previous application. And also you may want to now engage more with those doing masters to have some learned experiences from them. And you never know, it might inform your choice again. So I believe it's a vacuum where you can take your time to actually prepare and reach a point of certainty and be sure that this is exactly what you want. Okay, so that we don't know what may happen in 2021. I mean, we all didn't know coronavirus would happen in 2020, and we don't know how long that is going to take. Okay, so which position you find yourself, there is a risk to take. Okay, so one, you have to be mentally prepared, and then secondly, you have to take your time and go through the process of preparing again. Okay, by engaging with people who are already doing their masters, and even with some of us who have taken the initial risks in 2020 to still go ahead, okay, with the process or the tuition online to find out from us our experience and to also inform you of what may be possible next year. So there's no time to actually keep postponing what could have been done now. Sometimes the challenges come and you only realize that if you are taking that one step towards your dream, you could have still yielded the same results.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are not magicians. We can't tell what may happen in 2021. But all I can say is that you just have to keep preparing. You don't have to sleep. And if your decision is to still go through with your masters, you just have to go through the process I've just mentioned.
So yes, those of you doing it online, I wish you all the best. I pray it gets better. And then I also pray that like this, that there will be an agreement between Ghana and then the country you are studying in, so that you can finally leave to the country and then have offline classes. So I wish you all the best. And those of us who deferred our courses, I hope 2021 brings out the best too.
Yeah, hello. Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah. I think that in life, we should always have plan B. So in case plan A fails, you quickly tap to the plan B. So yes, can you hear me?
Yes, yeah.
Yes. So at least we should have two options. Maybe if the first one doesn't go through, the second one definitely pushes through for you.
Yeah.
So unlike my colleagues, if they've given a lot of good advice to whoever that will be watching this video, as you watch and as you aspire to study abroad, or even in Ghana or like your home country, to make sure that you have a second alternative, yes. Which if the first one does not go through well, then you could opt for the second one, which will still lead you to your dreams. Yeah. So that's what I've got to say.
Thank you very much. And I would like to end this episode here. Nelson, bye. Okay, all right.